Okay, we're gonna do some chicken breast little bites. I like to put them in a bag and marinate them for at least 30 minutes. You could do it overnight and just season it with some basic stuff: olive oil, salt, Himalayan salt, pepper, and a garlic and herb that's salt free. Since we're using the salt, you don't want to use that. So first thing I do is I wash off the chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it out in the sink and then put it on these napkins and pat dry them. You want to be sure to come back and rinse and wash out your sink from the chicken that you've rinsed off in there. That way you keep that sanitized. But just give these a good rinse. So now I'm gonna come through and cut off the fat, kind of trim the chicken. So I like to trim this piece off right here, and then sometimes there's a piece right here that I'll cut off, or along the side right here, just at the ligaments and stuff right there. Easier to eat, and then you're not having to worry about that when you are eating. So that's off right there, that's good. And you could do different marinades. I used to do a paprika with garlic powder, onion powder, and do little bites like that. There's another video with that. You could do any kind of seasoning too. I find this is kind of the best for me and simple, easy, and I've been consistent with that. But I'm just gonna trim this up, and then I'm gonna go through and cut them into little pieces. That way we could, what we're gonna do is pan fry them. But I like to go through and cut those. And then from there, turn it to the side. Maybe 3 pieces right there. You could see just bite pieces like that. Just go through and do that, push that aside. We're doing 4 chicken breasts right now. Like I said, I'm just gonna marinate these for about an hour maybe and then cook them. You could do it overnight. I think that the more you let it sit in the bag and marinate, kind of like the more, it gets soaked in. So, but I think 30 minutes is plenty to kind of make sure that you're getting it good. A few hours is, like I said, better overnight. But we're just gonna put it in the plastic bag and add the oil and okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I like to make sure I have everything ready. That way, if I don't have too many hands to maneuver, then I don't have to worry about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the bag. So now I've got 4 chicken breasts in there. What I'll do is I kind of like to count. So That's about a second count for each chicken breast, each side. Not so much pepper for me. And then 3, 4, 4. This is just garlic and herbs, so it's mainly some sesame seeds and just, there's no salt in this, so I'll use more of this and get the flavor out of that. Again, kind of count 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a little extra just so we can marinate it. You will also use this oil just straight in the pan. We won't have to put anything. So then from there, just gonna mix it all up. If you're using a salt-free marinade or seasoning, feel free to use, more. Most of the time, it's going to be some seasonings that are okay if you're getting an all-natural one, and one that is organic, non-GMO. That's what we're looking for right there, guys. Okay, a little bit of organic, non-GMO stuff. I say use as much kind of as you want. Like I said, bring out that flavor. We'll put that in the fridge. Mix that up real good. See that? So now we'll put that in the fridge. Like I said, at least 30 minutes or so. And then we'll put it in the pan and fry it. I'll show you how that's done. Okay, so I got the pan nice and hot. It's been like on about a medium. I'll probably take it up a little bit too from there. We've been marinating this in the fridge for about a few hours now. So what we're gonna do, we have enough oil in the bag already. We're just gonna put that in there. Stir that around. Got that fire nice and hot. About a medium high. Pan, fry it, stir it around, guys. Cook it nice and even. I'm gonna cook this for I'll check it at 15 minutes, but it's probably gonna be about 20 minutes. It's 4 chicken breasts, so we'll lay it out and let it cook for a little bit. When it's starting to cook and it's cooked mostly all the raw meat out, what I'll do is wash my spatula or switch it out, make sure I have a clean one, so that bacteria doesn't go onto the more cooked meat that we're gonna have. But I'll come back around here and give it a stir every so often so that I can keep that fire hot, but then just keep on cooking that up. I'll check the pieces too in a little bit with the thermometer at the end and make sure that they're at least 160. You can take them off and they'll cook the rest. The temperature that you really want is 165. You don't want to overcook it because then you're gonna have dry little pieces of chicken. So I try to cook it get it at 165, 162, almost 165, and let it finish cooking as it's resting. So we'll just let that cook. Okay, so this is going to be the chicken finished up. This is what you're looking for. Good brown crust. You saw the temperature was about 162 and still climbing on these. So that's how you know they're going to be good and ready. You can let them set. You can see there's some Crust is starting to happen. That's how you know it's going to be done. You cook it for about 20 minutes.